Oh, hello everyone, it's Crypto Granny here. I hope you're well, looking after yourself, being kind to yourself, being kind to your family, your friends, your beautiful putty cats, your beautiful animals, and just looking after yourself and being nice to people in the world. Now, please do press that subscribe button and press the bell and do make comments, because we are going to have a competition in the next couple of weeks where we're actually going to be giving away XRP and wallets, right, which are going to be worth about 150 to 200 US as well. So going to be giving away a bit of XRP, so it's going to be really worthwhile. So do subscribe, also press the button and make comments, okay? Also, I've got my Crypto Granny t-shirt on, which is awesome. So we've got a merchandise thing now. I told you I was getting into this selling marketing thing that the US people do, because I'm not used to it. It's only taken me about 5 years. So anyway, not to worry. So let's get into this. What am I going to talk about today? Will XRP make us rich? Ripple's timeline and history, XRP use cases and more. XRP is doing some amazing things. They're going to smart contracts. There's serious wealth behind XRP and the US decline. So it is a bit of a long video, but I'm going to try and make it shorter because some people only have this attention span of about 7 minutes, okay? So I will be talking pretty quickly, okay? History of Ripple is pretty amazing, okay? It was released back in 2012. It was co-founded by Jed McCaleb and Chris Larson, okay? And its experience of growth, the company's experienced something like, 36% with XRP, okay? The incredible success was amazing. This started in 2004, 2005, okay? And it actually started before Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin was out in 2008. The fellow that started this was a fellow called Ryan Fugger, and he is connected to a fellow called Jacob Fugger, obviously relations. And this fellow made a decentralized platform that could be used by individuals and community to switch and convert and receive or send money, right? Now, who is this guy? He was working for Ripple, but he is related to Jacob Fugger, right? Now, Jacob Fugger, if you want to look at Wikipedia, was basically the wealthiest banker in the 1500s, okay? It was incredible what this guy did, established a history of making lots of money, had lots of sons and put them in all different areas in Europe and become one of the wealthiest families in Europe. And that wealth has still stayed to this very day in contemporary society. Like in Florence back in the 1400s, the people that are wealthy in Florence in 1400s are still wealthy today, okay? Pretty amazing stuff. The wealth doesn't change hands, right? So then this foundation, the family's wealth from Fugger, became the House of Habsburg. I'm sure you've heard of that. And they were connected to kings, queens, countries, and they had lots of loans to people. They were with all the wealthy and all the serious, corporations and everything else. If you didn't know the House of Habsburg, you didn't know anyone, right? If you wanted to be wealthy and you were, like these, top people today that are seriously wealthy, not that they're top people, you had to be connected to the House of Habsburg, okay? So look that up, really, really interesting stuff. So that guy was connected, Ryan was connected to Ripple all that time back, okay? Then in 2012, Jed McCaleb copies Ripple's technology and goes into Stellar, right? Now, Stellar is just a bad copy of Ripple. Ripple's got the goods, it's got the hardware, it's got the network. Stellar has nothing. They copied Ripple's technology, okay, like a hard fork, okay? So you've got to realize that. People go buy Stellar. Why would you buy Stellar when Ripple's the genuine article, okay? Except Ripple, the network. People are just stupid, that's for sure. And I'm going to say that. People are really stupid. Even this DeFi thing, everyone's buying these coins, they don't even work. The technology is not audited, like the Yam scam. The technology wasn't audited. It goes on the exchange, it goes up. They realize that smart contracts don't work. Technology is not audited and it crashes down. I mean, seriously, people just buy this stuff to try and generate money like speculative, but they're not even buying the right coins because they don't care. They don't want to do the homework, right? So Rothschilds invested in Ripple in 2018. They own a large part of SBI, the Rockefellers, Mellons, and the Morgans involved, all the seriously wealthy people that have money, which I would say is a kind of crime against humanity, right? Apparently the Rockefellers own something like, 500 trillion or something, right? So, then this gets angel investors and everything else, and Ripple code gets better and better. And then we, wait, I've got this in the wrong thing, right? Then more banks go on board. They FIDO adopts the Ripple protocol for international payments. More banks come on board, notably Santander, Royal Bank of Canada. New York State funding receives millions in funding, and it's recognised as a payment system, right? In 2017, it gets more and more traction, right? We know the US is going down, down, down. It was on the gold standard, and it's still going down. I believe that XRP will be the world reserve currency. Now, people out there that are saying XRP is a stable coin, they have no idea. XRP is not a stable coin, okay? And stable coins are not stable. It's like US Tether, right? US Tether is a stable coin. It's connected to the US dollar, right? It's supposed to be 1-to-1 to the US dollar. What's stable is the ratio, 1-to-1 to the US dollar, right? US Tether, every time Tether Inc. issue, and they don't have a credit rating, they issue Tether, they're supposed to buy US dollars, right? That's what makes it a stable coin, okay? But they don't buy US dollars, only buy 73%. So technically, even though the ratio is 1-for-1, US Tether shouldn't really be 1. It should be 73 cents out of a dollar, right? There's so many things that people don't know in this market. It is just a joke, right? And if you want to learn, come and get a Patreon membership with me and you'll learn the right way. My Patreon membership's not expensive. It's like a cup of coffee every week, right? So look at my Patreon and, you know, get some learning, because there's so much stuff that people don't know. And XRP is not a stable coin. It's a normal cryptocurrency coin with usability, right? Usability, and there's more and more usability. And this coin, the price will go higher and higher. Believe me, it'll take time, because there's so many people out there that are saying garbology, 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 and have no idea, right? It's like Ethereum and Bitcoin. The busier the network gets, Ethereum's fees went up to $99, Bitcoins went up to 50. You know, these are not viable settlement systems for the rest of the world, for the banks, for the corporates, for the corporate treasuries, for me and you. XRP is, right? XRP, okay? And XRP is going to go a lot higher, okay? A lot higher. So if we talk about, they were talking about years ago, a new global currency, right? And this went back 2010. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and they were talking about Bancor, right? We know money is pouring the system from the Fed. It's making the US dollar go down lower and lower and lower. The IMF is supposed to, you know, maintain the global monetary system, money in the system, you know, make sure that the financial sector is working well. And they've been talking about a new global coin for years, right? And a global currency called Bancor, right? The Federal Reserve, it's virtually unknown to people, but it is controlled by the wealthy, right? Rothschilds, allegedly, right? You know, apparently the Federal Reserve, this is right, from News Punch, is a privately owned company, right? Sitting on its very own patch of land, immune to US laws. And apparently it's controlled by all the rich people, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and the Morgans, right? You know, this is just ridiculous. These mega rich people control everything, the whole banking system, right? The whole banking system, you know, and we need an XRP, seriously. This is centralization at its worst. These people own 1% of the world's assets, right? They own 1%, which means they own 4.5 billion of people's assets, right? That's how wealthy these people are. This guy, allegedly, people reckon this guy's worth, you know, his family is worth over 500 trillion, right? I mean, fair income, you got to be kidding me, right? Seriously, that is a crime against humanity as far as I'm concerned, when there's so much poverty in the world, right? You know, apparently the BIS, you know, according to this article, is nicknamed the Tower of Basel because it's, you know, connected to the House of Rothschilds. You know, this pyramid of horrible power, right? So, you know, the US will go down because there's always periods, as I said, where currency changes about 150 years. And after that, 150 years from the British pound to the US dollar, it's going to be XRP. That's a fact. XRP, hand on heart, XRP, right? So why is XRP different? There's many reasons why XRP is different. The technology works, you know, it's not blockchain, it's distributed ledger technology. It actually works. You know, it has a lot of clients, millions and millions of clients. And if the technology didn't work, and, you know, people say it's a scam, which it's not, they would be sued from here to Timbuktu. And I'll say it again. If the technology didn't work, the banks and everyone else who uses them, like the Bank of America, like the CBA of Australia, Commonwealth Bank of Australia, like all the banks, would sue them from here to the end of eternity, right? So the thing is, the technology works, okay? They use a consensus mechanism across all the validating servers, right? It has to be the same. Ripple also know their strategy. I mean, you've got all this garbology out there about XRP and Ripple. Give me a break, man. Why don't they concentrate on all those other real scams? In the ICO market, in the cryptocurrency market, there's well over 4,000 coins. And at least 95% of them are scams, man. Concentrate on them. Right, the uses for XRP and Ripple are amazing, right? We know about offering, you know, liquidity, right? ODL, right? Proves corporates to improve capital efficiency. Payments for everyone and receipts, right? Instantly. You know, they've gone into RIPAY to extend billions and billions who pay through different apps, right? And this is groundbreaking stuff, man. Now they've got a platform. They can do ICOs. They can settle other financial products and derivatives. They've got a music platform, a video platform. Now they're looking at smart contracts, DF. Ripple is incredible what it can do, right? Incredible. You know, their strategy is very clear. They know exactly where they're going and what they're doing. They're in the right countries all over the world. They've got the right offices, the right exposure, and they're continually building the ecosystem. Give me a break. This RIPAY, right, enables users to make cross-border payments within seconds with just a simple message like pay Mark 50, pay 50 to Mark Catter, right? And you can do this apparently across all different platforms. Slack, which has over 10 million active users, Telegram, 400 million users, Discord, Matrix, you know, millions and millions and millions of users, right? Now this, you know, this is going to give them billions and billions of users. If people haven't worked it out by now, XRP has the most utility out of every cryptocurrency. Forget about Chainlink, forget about them all. They're way overpriced at the moment, way overpriced. You know, for decentralized finance that barely has any clients, like, you know, the decentralized exchanges. Look on the exchanges, there's hardly any volume on those decentralized exchanges. Yet, you know, you out there are paying a fortune for those DeFi coins. And there's no business case at the moment. There's no, you know, they've got no clients, making no revenue, right? So Ripple, you know, they've done this pay ID, you know, again, you know, they've got this RIPAY, which they're going to go and, you know, this platform's going to be more developed for WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, Signal, Keybase, the lot, right? You know, they're going to be able to, you know, you can go and just say, pay Crypto Granny, pay, you know, Crypto Granny $100. Thank you very much. I'd love a donation, seriously, for all the work I do. And I don't even get people supporting me on Patreon. Give me a break, guys and girls. You know, I've religiously given you fantastic information, you know, all over the years. And, you know, I want some support on Patreon. You know, I know my stuff. I've been in markets for 38 years. I know what I'm talking about, you know? So, you know, now they've got this pay burner thing, right? Where they've got this wallet thing and you can just pay people as quick as Jack Robinson, right? That RIPAY is amazing, right? They're launching smart contracts on XRP, right? On the ledger, right? They're with Flare Network and they're actually launching smart contracts, which means anyone can do a DApp on there. Anyone can do a DeFi. Anyone can do anything. You know, these guys, Ripple's technology can do anything, right? Compared to other people's technology, can do anything. It can fit into other people's technologies as well, right? So get smart and look at the value of XRP. I'm telling you, XRP is the cheapest cryptocurrency coin out there. And it's got all the goods. And it'll last the test of time, okay? People are silly and silly and silly. And so many people talk garbology, right? They know where they're going. They're in India. They know what they're doing, Ripple. They're in India. They're in China. They're in Brazil. They're in Mexico. They're in all the highest countries with the highest population growth. India, 1.2, 77% of the people use, you know, phones. China, you know, again, like good old Vitalik said, Buttram, you know, this DeFi thing is a joke, right? People don't understand it. They should sit out. You know, they go into this YAM thing and it wasn't even audited, right? And people lost their money. I mean, it's just a shocker, man. you know, anyway, that's me for the day. I hope I answered some of your questions, John Corson. Thank you very much for your beautiful comment on my subscribers. And, you know, because you've made such good comments, I think you're going to be in the prize for some great prizes. Okay. I'm going to put you in there. Anyway, guys, please be safe. Look after yourself. Think about this clearly, right? You know, I know my stuff, and there's too many garbologists out there. Signing off from Crypto Granny. Cheers.